Everybody. Joining you here at the river. As always, it's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful day. Whether it's sunny, cloudy, rainy, foggy, snowy, it's pretty lovely. One of the fun things about it. If you're willing to look at it from the right perspective, every day can be a beautiful day. I hope you're doing marvelous today. A quick visual descriptor. I have long brown hair, glasses, black shirt, wearing bracelets, coffee mug in hand. Behind me is the river and the trees and the green and nature. We have the sun rising up over there. And you see it through the trees. And I can see it like reflecting on the water. It's pretty awesome. I hope you have your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets your day going and makes your day wonderful. I'm a coffee person. I love this cup of comfort every day. Sometimes multiple cups of comfort, but whatever comforts you. Nice glass of water, feeling the sun on your face, some tea, juice, whatever that may be. Go ahead, take it on in. Get your cuppa, get your sunshine, get your quiet moment of peace, whatever it takes. Now, I'm joining you right now on LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all thanks to Restream, a wonderful software, and can't thank the company enough for existing. The software is amazing, and the tools are so easy to use. And it allows me to stream to all of you on all these different platforms. It's amazing. So if you're ever looking to get into streaming, I highly recommend Restream. It's a great way to make your streams that much better. Our days can get routine. I'm sure you know this. I've talked before about scheduling time in for our art, scheduling time in to write, and then, of course, scheduling around our other commitments. But let's think about that for a moment. How many commitments really make up your week? Your commute, your job, appointments to see people at your children's schools, doctors, after work get-togethers with coworkers, seeing your family, extended families, not just our immediate families. Maybe you have to go see your parents on one weekend and your partnered parents on a different weekend. Maybe your kids are grown up, so you kind of have to work in that time. How much of your day, how much of your week is scheduled and planned and put together in such a way where you have to find places to slot things in, not just time for creativity and art, but time for your hobbies? Do you have to schedule and plan your hobbies? It's a strange thing to have to ask, but we live in a time where many people, especially entrepreneurs, especially those who are self-employed, and especially creative workers, we really have to load ourselves up, don't we, with lots of activities, lots of work time, planning our social media, putting together all this stuff. It's a lot. We're scheduling everything. Now, I'm going to say I'm pretty much pointing finger at myself, too. I follow a routine. I even do things like, I eat and I even shower at the same times of day, sometimes repeatedly. putting these things into a slot in my schedule. Dinner always happens at a very specific time. Brushing my teeth happens at a specific set of times. Sometimes those can bend and break. If you schedule out most of your life, I'm sure you realize that occasionally we have to be flexible with those things. But one of the problems with these routines and all these schedules and filling up our time is then when we want to do anything new, we have to actually kind of weigh it against the value of everything else in our schedule. Do some quick mental math to see if that new thing is worth replacing something that's already there or just shifting it out of the way. This is where creativity in our lives come together, creativity in our days. I think it would be very valuable for many of us, especially entrepreneurs, especially artists, especially those who are self-employed, uh, but anyone else too. If you have a day job, as it were, and you have to schedule all of the other time after work, um, consider adding some creativity to your day. And the best way to do this is start just by maybe something simple. Switch things up. Maybe you do something like writing in the morning, or some of your prep work in the morning. Maybe you can put that till later in the day, and then something that you do later in the day, maybe you can put that earlier in the day. What if you do all of your posting in the morning, all of your writing later? And that's just an example. Something, just change two things, switch them around, try it out. And then, of course, this can be done with the week as well. Maybe one day is normally assigned for certain tasks. Well, move that day. Try it. If nothing else, what you're doing is breaking up the routine. And that's really what I'm getting at here. If we have very full schedules and if we have to schedule most of what we do, some of that is going to take away our edge. Will we get really refined within that certain process? Most certainly. In fact, scheduling is awesome. I love to schedule things out and I love to have a clear calendar. But I also recognize that it can put us into a form of cyclical thinking, constantly approaching things in the exact same way. And that is not what you want to do to really get your creative juices flowing. Change one little thing. Do something in a different way. Do something in a different time. Change the route you drive to get your morning coffee. Change the route you take to come home from work. Change the layout of your living room. Alter something small at first, or something that doesn't have to do with your schedule. But nonetheless, we have to keep changing or shifting things here and there. And it never has to be anything huge. It can be truly that simple. Maybe instead of a coffee, you have a tea in the morning. Maybe instead of caramel, you have French vanilla. Something small. Morning over there on Twitch. So glad you're here. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Enhancing our creativity, enhancing our ability to think of new ways to do things can start simply in how we are organizing our lives. And if you change the way your life is organized, you are going to slightly change the way you're thinking or the way you're looking at something. Not all changes have to be enormous, and not all things designed to let your creative thoughts flow have to be big or intense. Yes, attend workshops. Yes, practice and schedule all sorts of different activities so that you can become better in what you do, but also allow yourself the chance to change perspective. Have breakfast for dinner and coffee for lunch. Perspective change, schedule change, shifting your day, altering the layout of your home, or just taking a different driving route are all small things which can help you look at the world in different ways, or maybe see something that you didn't see before and give you the opportunity to simply enhance your creative thinking. Now, get yourself a cuppa. You deserve one. Coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Have a couple extra cuppas. Have a couple cuppas. You deserve them. That's good coffee. Now, before I get going today, I do want to talk to you slightly about new art prints. I know I've been sharing that information, but I want to encourage you to add some art to your life. Expand your world. Decorate your walls. Decorate your office. Add a bit of visual interest. Now, the art prints, there are currently 9 available, and they're available in my digital gallery through my website, ready to frame, and there's a bunch of different pieces, from abstracts to recreations of my charcoal artwork. A little bit of art is a wonderful way to expand your world, to change the way things look, and at the same time, every time you buy art from an indie artist such as myself, you're helping support all sorts of other small businesses, and you're most certainly putting a little bit of good out into the world. I won't go on it too long, but you really should check them out. Go ahead, visit my website. There are 9 available, and there are going to be more soon. However, a couple are listed as limited runs. When those are sold out, they are going to be gone. And then there's going to be others to take their place. So you should check them out, and I will talk about that more later. But it's part of how it goes. Sometimes you create something and it's only here for a little while. So there are a couple. Check out which ones they are. When they're sold out, they will be gone, and they will be uh, replaced with other prints of other artwork I've done. But I have a lot of my drawings I've done that I haven't released for sale on my website that are going to become art prints. So keep an eye and an ear out for that. Thank you for all the emotes over on Twitch. You're absolutely amazing. And you deserve more than just a cuppa. You also deserve have a marvelous day. No, truly, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be getting out of here, though. Take care. Be excellent. Thank you for joining me at the river, and I'll see you all again real soon. And as always, stay amazing. Bye, everybody.